The Kid Next Door.
Hello, welcome to the Kid Next Door. So this time we'll be drawing flowers, different types of flowers. So we'll be drawing 9 types of flowers, and to place them we'll begin with center. The first flower that we are drawing is the very beautiful hibiscus. So we will start with the center petal, which is falling towards the front, and then the 2 side petals. Alright, then we'll draw the filament in the center. Followed by the remaining 2 leaves. So this flower generally has got 5 petals, and we have drawn all 5 of them. Okay, now we'll draw the base of the flower and the stem. To add more details, we'll add a little bud and some leaves. So we are drawing these flowers in a garden, but you may use them later for any card or anywhere you want to draw them. Next flower we'll draw would be marigold, which has got so many tiny petals. So we start with the center of 5 petals, and then we'll keep on adding random small petals on the sides. As you will notice, as we are moving out, the size of the petal is slightly increasing. Make sure to have the lower petals bigger in size than the petals on the top. So it will look as if the flower is facing us, facing the front. So now you will see that I have stopped adding petals on the top, and I am adding only petals towards the base. I did not complete the circle. I'll keep on doing that like this. So I am not adding anything on the top, but I'm still maintaining the symmetry in the circle. Then a thick plumpy base and the stem, and here also we'll add leaves as well as the bud. So the leaves of marigold are relatively thin, not broad like hibiscus. So we are drawing thin leaves. All right. After this, on the left hand side, we'll draw the most famous rose flower. So with a spiral base in the center, we'll draw a heart around the spiral to show the central bud. Just double the line of the heart on one side and draw a U-shaped body of the rose flower, and then we can add random petals on all the sides. If you want to draw a bigger flower, you may add more petals, or you may keep it an average size like this. Now make note of the sepals at the base. This is very peculiar with rose. So we have drawn sepals at the base, followed by the stem. Again, here we'll add some leaves. Now you will see the leaves of the rose are are different than the hibiscus and marigold. So we are drawing leaves for the rose. We'll add some thorns on the stem of the rose, which is very peculiar. Now we'll give some landscaping to our scene so that we can place different flowers appropriately. I'm drawing a hill kind of a structure behind these 3 flowers. So we have to be careful that we don't overlap the lines. And then on the left hand side of the hill, I'm drawing sunflower now. So with a central oval center, I'm just drawing wavy lines to show the detail in the center, and then we'll start adding petals. You have to closely place these petals, yet maintaining the oval that we have drawn in the center. So all these petals are supposed to be of approximately equal size. Then we'll add petals in between the first circle, so as to give more density to the sunflower. These petals can be thicker or smaller, that's entirely up to you, because there are 2 varieties in the sunflower. So I have drawn the smaller one with the thinner petals here. Then again a bud, and we'll add some leaves to give a complete look to the flower. The leaves of the sunflower are really broad, as you can see in the picture. Then we'll draw the flower on the extreme right, which is going to be a lily flower. Lily flower normally has got 7 petals. So we draw the 2 side petals first, as you can see. Wavy lines for the petals, so you see the 4 petals are done, and then we'll draw the remaining 3 petals on the top. So we are adding some more details to give a kind of 3D look to the flower. Then the base and the stem and leaves and a bud. So that completes the lily flower. Okay, now we'll add some more landscaping to the scene to place more flowers. So I am adding 2 more hills on the side, so this gives me place to keep 4 more flowers. First one I'll be drawing is going to be poppy flower. So I need to draw a very broad, shallow U for it, and then I'll place 3 petals in this U. So this is the first petal, the second one, and this is going to be the 3rd petal. Okay, my U got a bit distorted, but it's okay, it's just a flower and they can be twisting with air, so just feel comfortable about it. You can have a symmetrical U to give a better structure. Then the bud of the poppy flower is going to be drooping down because it's heavy. So this is a very characteristic thing that you will find in all the pictures of poppy flower. Then the leaves. Okay, after I'm done with the leaf, I am yet to add some more details in the flower. Okay, now we'll add the top part of the flower. So this is a central, the center is black, So we have drawn the center, and then we'll draw 3 more petals on the top. So 3 petals towards us and 3 backward petals we have drawn, and we just highlight the center. That's a complete poppy flower. Next we are drawing lavender here on the top right corner. So for lavender we'll draw some random wavy lines. So I'll be showing 3 inflorescence for lavender. So I have drawn 3 main stems, and then on the side I'm just adding random leaves. Now we'll try to place the lavender flowers. It's very simple to draw. You just have to draw these simple lines one over another, giving it an appropriate shape. So it will be thicker at the bottom and thinner as we go up towards the end. And on the top, just very, very tiny ones. So you see, it's pretty easy. You may leave some gaps in between to give even a more realistic look. Keep your hand light, have a free hand drawing instead of firm lines to give a natural look to the figures. Alright, so lavender is done. Then on the left of the poppy we'll place a petunia flower. So for petunia also we'll start from the center. We'll just draw a shallow U or a wavy line, and then we'll draw the front petals, which is just going to be a even bigger U, and then the backward petals. So a very rough, only outline we have to show, and we have to show the shallow depression. That should be all about petunia. Very simple. There is a long oblong body for petunia flower, so we are trying to show that with this U shape, and the sepals at the base and the stem. Tiny bud followed by leaves, random leaves. So you may notice that all these flowers have different kinds of leaves also, but putting the leaves gives kind of a complete and more realistic look to the flower. So wherever you draw flowers, be it in greeting cards or your posters, make sure to add leaves to give it a complete and realistic look. The last flower that we'll be drawing on the top left corner is going to be daffodil. Now daffodil also has a characteristic shape. In the center it has got a bell-shaped body which pops up kind of in the center of the flower, and the leaves fall below it. So we have given a popped up an erected structure of the bell of the center of the daffodil flower, and then on the sides we are adding these leaves which are normally bloomed throughout the periphery. So the leaves are on all the sides. So yeah, that should be daffodil, stem and leaves. So this is our complete scene. You see, it looks just too great. 9 flowers we have shown landscaping. Once you color it, it's going to look really pretty. So if you have liked and enjoyed drawing with me, please subscribe to our channel to get notified for our latest videos. Alright, let's begin coloring. The first one is hibiscus. Hibiscus is found in different colors: red, yellow, white, pink. You may do it in the color of your choice. I have chosen pink here So I have used different shades of pink. These are primarily pencil colors and plastic crayons, and then you give dark and light shade to the leaves. Next comes Marigold. Now Marigold is found in shades of yellow, orange and maroon. I have given my flower shades of orange and yellow and green color to the stem. Up next is Rose. Rose also, the most common color is red, as red roses are special, but there are yellow roses, pink roses, white roses as well. So just red color in the rose followed by green leaves. Sunflower is bright yellow, so you have to use your brightest yellow color, and you may give shades of orange and brown in the leaves behind. Then dark green and light green for the leaves in the stem. Lily is also found in different colors, but I have chosen it to be white and yellow shade. So I have left some white patches in the petals and given yellow orange tinge to the flower body. The leaves would be lighter shade of green. Lavender is lavender color, so it will be in the shade of mauve and purple. You may add those colors and green leaves. It's simple, there isn't any shading in here. Next is Poppy. It is going to be bright red with a black center. So use the shade of your bright red and dull red. So orangish red and the darker shade of red to give this flower the structure. See, please notice that the bud is green in here and the leaves with the shade of light and dark green. Next is this Petunia, which is also found in variety of bright colors, but I have chosen purple because that wasn't used much. So purple, pink, blue are the shades that I have given. The leaves are in dark green and light green. Daffodils are yellow, bright yellow and orange. So that's how I have colored them. Be creative, use the colors of your choice, use your imagination. Now at this end we have colored all the 9 flowers and the scene looks so bright and beautiful. Isn't it amazing? It is. You may leave it as it is, as it's looking so complete. But if you would want to do the background also, you may surely add a sky and the landscaping color. So I have started here with the sky, where I have used sky blue only, and I have used the gradient technique, darker on the top, and I have left the white patch towards near the flower to give it a day look. So that's it for the sky. Then for the landscape, I have added the light green to the hill in the front and dark green to the hill at the back. So it's simple coloring, there isn't any shading till now, and this is our complete scene. This garden is definitely a dream trip for each one of us, where you find so much of variety. So that was all, boys and girls, today. I hope you enjoyed watching our video and it was easy for you to follow through the instructions. So to keep watching more, please subscribe to our channel. See you next week. Goodbye.